Hello Aquarius, this is Sharon Zadkiel with your reading for the month of January 2019. Please note that I am not a spiritual master or a guru, so what comes out in these readings today is the most likely outcome with the energies as they sit here and now. Please note that you have free will. May you be blessed with good choices, because good choices determine a good life. Life's happiness is determined by the choices that we make. Aquarius, which is Aquarius, you most need to know as a collective as a general reading for the month of January 2019. Please also note that if this doesn't resonate with you, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, take what does, let go of what doesn't. Okay, dear Aquarians, you enter the month of January with a lot of mental energy. For some of you, especially with the Judgment card, there are legal agreements, truths that are being revealed, negotiations that will be going on within the month of January. You have the Lovers card, so for some of you there may be unsettlement, especially around family. However, with good advice, enlightenment will come through. I love it when this card comes out, because this is all about self-sabotage, hidden forces. It can also represent a Capricorn person, just as the Lovers card can represent a Gemini type energy or person. Know that, dear Aquarians, there will be opposition before there are gains. There will be, for some of you, some conflict where you feel like people are coming at you from all directions. You will need to use your clarity to set the guidelines, to look at the truth behind the situation, so that you can start to move forward with this, by making good changes. Grasping opportunities, moving through the travel made now. So that which you do now is going to really set you up for the rest of 2019. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I need to say with regards to these particular cards for you today. Decisions will need to be made. You will need to look at, and as for most of the signs, and as a collective, as a human species, a lot of things will be coming in thick and fast for you at certain stages within the month of January. I'd say, between the second and third week, by then things will be moving. And, you will have to make choices. You need to stop the indecision. You've got to get out of will I stay or will I go? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to go with? These decisions will need to be made so that you can start moving away from the dissatisfaction that you felt, from the difficulties that you have experienced. For some of you, it will be a case of, I've had enough of this net sort of stuff within and around where I live and how I do it. You do have the 10 of Wands, so, that which you are trying to achieve within this month will bring you success, but you will be carrying responsibilities. You'll need to take responsibility for your part in the situation. You will need to take responsibility for, the Capricorn type energy. This is all about self-sabotage. This is all about self-indulgence. So for those of you that are looking at creating a healthier lifestyle with healthier people, then those habits will need to be addressed and put aside, dealt with. The issues and reasons for overindulging will need to be looked at. You do have the Ten of Cups, so there will be contentment, victory, success. This is how you want to feel. You want to get out of the conflict and into the emotional support. It will take some quiet reflection, solitude, and peace for you to be able to cope with how quick and fast this is all happening. So, for a lot of you, I would, if you don't already meditate on a regular basis, look at a meditation, which can be as simple as just observing your breath and being in the now. When mind starts to drift off to thoughts, just bring it back to the breath. Even if it's only for 5 minutes a day, that quietening of the mind will allow the clarity to come in of how best it is for you to proceed. I always see the Eight of Wands as like a ladder and doing one step at a time. Progress made through completion of those tasks, time, effort, energy, whatever they are for you, in a logical, sequential way. And taking responsibility for your part in actually getting here. The Five of Pentacles is coming up a lot for people as well, because this is a time of change, and when there's change, there's usually extra expenses that go along with that. We've just come out of Christmas holiday period, so many people tend to overindulge and overspend during this time. And for many of you, unfortunately, Aquarians, you'll be dealing with this situation through some of January. You do have, the harmony, the peace, the triumph, the friendships, romance, happy endings that you desire, but you need to decide who with. Who do you want to have the emotional stability with? For some of you, this is a case of you've been giving time, effort, and energy to a certain individual, and you're finding that you just can't cope anymore. You do have to, with the Six of Swords energy, feel the pain, feel the loss, and move away from that through the travel that you need to do. This is not going to be, for those of you that this is relevant for and that it resonates with, some of you will be looking at cutting the ties that bind with certain individuals that have, no longer serve their purpose. They no longer bring you the peace, tranquility, support, emotional stability. This particular individual, has been undermining your confidence, and Aquarians, you don't cope with that. However, it's been a great heart link of one kind or another, because it has left you, feeling, extremely disappointed. However, this can be, changed. You will experience the worry, the loss, the disappointment, but it can be changed. Instead of looking at the 3 cups that are spilt over, turn around and have a look at the 2 that are still on offer, because you have the skills and the labor to bring in the rebirth of the High Priestess. I love this. For some of you, this could be, if I was to look at this as, a person card, this is the card of Cancer. But the High Priestess also brings the ability to look at both the light and the dark. For some of you, it's looking at a person with the initials B and J. But this is the card of rebirth. So this is a card of reinvention. So you have the ability that if, you truly don't want to sever these ties completely, that you can reinvent them. But it is going to take a lot of time, effort, energy. You will have to, set boundaries. But it brings, into completion of this reading, the final card that's come up for you today is the Two of Wands. So, that which you go through in the month of January will bring you to a place of maturity, of earned success through using your strength of will, of holding the world in your hand and deciding where it is that you really want to go, who it is that you really want to be with, where it is. For some of you, you know, you could be looking at travel. You know, you've got travel cards all over the shop. This is another, for me, travel card. And for some of you, that will definitely be across water. But Aquarians, if you are able to, you know, make the decisions that need to be made, use appropriate judgment, not lose the plot when things come thick and fast, because this is not a time of stagnation. Things have been, you know, we've had retrograde everything for so long, and finally the planets are starting to move forward. And so, you know, some things will start moving at a rapid rate. You'll want to put the brakes on and slow it down, but, you know, too late. Bull's out of the gate and everything's on its way. Okay, let's see what the angels most want you to know. Aquarius, January 2019. Aquarius. Aquarius, 2019. What do you guys want to know? Angels, this one. Okay. Cleanse and detoxify. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shielding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. Beautiful way to end the reading. Thank you very much, Aquarians, for your likes, subscribes, and shares. Sharon saying goodbye.